Hello everybody, I hope this message finds you well. As most of you know, I'm an intuitive reader. I get multiple messages, but this is just a quick energy. I've had several videos that I've done, I haven't posted. Some of them, some of the events have already taken place. Some of the information is already out there, widely circulated. But what I wanted to get into was that right now, the energy, which is still ongoing, is that Virgo energy that we've got with the new moon. That was double darkness, that primordial, where it was at in Virgo. I think I'm going to say something here about the 0 degree mark. So we've got something that happens every 33 months. But what this is it was a release. Remember what I said, if you read my post or my community post, I said it's time now to release that energy, to get rid of some of that stank energy. You want to do this, you want to clean and clear. You want to get in there and make space. You don't necessarily have to fill the space, but you want to make space. So you have to reconcile. There's a lot of things that need to end for the new beginnings, or a lot of things that need to end so you can work towards your purpose. Now, I have been getting a lot of mixed information, and I actually have had several vision signs, things, and messages that have come through. Some of them all have a theme, and if you caught some of my last videos, you will know that divine timing, primordial, reverence. Reverence is still really big right now. Reverence is really big. You might be seeing primordial, divine timing, things about the body, forgiveness, altered consciousness, things of that nature. That will kind of put you like if you're hearing boundaries, if you're hearing a lot about it, it will kind of put you on the chart, so to speak, of which path and where you're moving forward towards. You've got reconciliation. Doesn't mean reconciling with people, it means reconciling with yourself. You've got that reverence, that regeneration, that rebirth, that beginning. I'm not sure if I posted it or not. I have a lot of videos that I have not posted on YouTube. I have, I spoke about, not really sure, anyway, I spoke about past life hitchhikers, okay? And what I meant by that was that sometimes we carry things over from we're going to go ahead and say our past lives. I'm not going to get into the simultaneous thing right now. It's easier to wrap your mind around when you talk about past lives. But you have those past lives, and some of you have an awareness of them, others of you don't, but some of you have phobias, triggers, things that have carried over with you. Now is the time that you're going to become more aware of them, and why you have people seeking hypnotherapists, the QHHT. You're going, some of you will know which path you're on if you know these things that I'm talking about. But I have been picking up a lot of the past life hitchhiking energy, clearing out to move forward on your purpose and your mission. Now, for somebody who has had several near-death experiences, and with this last one putting me on a different timeline, kind of opened my eyes up to certain things. And it also, I am tapped in, tuned in. I am a receiver and a transmitter. And my volume and my channels vary from day to day. Some are up, some are low, depending on what is needed and where I'm comfortable at. Now, I have been picking up an energy And I really wasn't sure what the energy was. It felt female, feminine energy, and it felt like, I'm not really good on geography, but I was feeling like an Asian type of energy. I actually could see from the eyes and the forehead, which normally I don't do. I see pops of color. I do see Odin in form, and I do see Merlin in form. Sometimes other forms, but like the archangels are usually pops of color. I'm not going to get into that right now, but I felt this female, kind of Asian, and she's been observing me for you know, a week or so, maybe 2 weeks. You know, she's been popping in and out. And now I have these rituals that I do every day. You can call them a ritual, or you can call them just routines, whatever you're comfortable with. You know, I usually call them routine. You can call them ritual, but there are things that I do, and every single day, several times a day, I give reverence, I give respect, and I am forever communing with earth, air, water, fire, sun, moon, the aethers, Nyx. You know, I'm all up in it. I'm Persephone. I'm in those energies all the time. But every day, every single day, I'm giving reverence and respect to, reverence, and to the earth elements and aether. So it's something I've done for quite a while now. And I noticed that I was, as I'm, you know, I'm not channeling or anything, but I noticed that I was being observed. So I was kind of like tuning in a little bit, and I wasn't really sure. And I thought I heard Kuan Yin. So I really wasn't sure. And I kind of chalked it off to the side. And I heard, sometimes I will listen to channelers. You know, you've got some great shows out there on Soul Inspired, Next Level Soul. There's so many of them out there that I will tune into if it looks like an interesting, you know, something up in my wheelhouse topic or whatever. And I can't remember which one it was. Somebody mentioned Kuan Yin, so I kind of like tuned in, but they didn't really say much. They just talked about somebody who had apparently channeled Kuan Yin, and they didn't really say much about Kuan Yin, you know, so I kind of thought, well, could be a confirmation, you know, I heard it, could be a confirmation. So, yesterday, when I was doing my routine, I heard Kuan Yin again. And I had also had several visions of certain things that you know, spoke about rebirth, regeneration, intuitive wisdom, and things of that nature. Primordial, which seems to be big with me right now. Primordial, divine timing, purpose, mission. You know, dreams. I've been having all kinds of mad, very weird dreams of late. I don't want to say weird, but you know, things going on. So been really active since spring through the summer. I just have not had a lot of time to commit to you guys, which I apologize for. But going back to Kuan Yin. So, you know, I've been picking up a lot about forgiveness and, you know, storms and lightning, and I got into Wolf. If you don't know who Wolf is, you want to really pick up on Suzanne Giesemann. I'm telling you, I've tapped into Wolf. Goosebumps, top of my head down to my feet. Really big energy, really big energy. If you are a channeler or somebody who taps in rather easily, prepare yourself for Wolf, okay? Really big energy. Very big energy. So, any rate, getting back to Kuan Yin. So, I picked up Kuan Yin again. And I found it interesting because before I started this video, I pulled an oracle out of the yin and yang. And it's called Apology and Forgiveness. And it's basically the energy of reconciling and asking for forgiveness and releasing guilt. Could be for self or for others. Some of you may receive apologies. Some of you may give apologies. But some of it might be just inner apologies and releasing guilt. So that depends on where you're at in that. But the reason why I pointed it out is because some of the things that I found out when I actually researched Kuan Yin, because she kept showing me a storm. She kept showing me a storm, and then she kept showing me the elements: earth, water, air, fire, the sun, and she gave me the feeling of aether, which I sometimes feel that as, I don't know, like a connection glue. I don't know how to, I feel it in form, let's put it that way. And yeah, so that's the only way I could describe it. It's denser than air, and it holds everything together. So at any rate, when I looked up Kuan Yin, I have to put my glasses on for this, people. She said, you don't have to become the storm. Now, this is a quote of hers. I didn't get this. She could only show me visuals. I'm not used to working with her energy yet. You don't have to become the storm. You don't have to absorb the storm. It helps a great deal if a person can stay in that love and compassion consciousness on a daily basis, doing some kind of ritual involving forgiveness and gratitude. I'm in reverence every day. One is meant to forgive and be compassionate. So this is forgiveness and compassionate energy that we're working with here. The body is a temple. People that have been hearing things about the body. You are a projection of love. Love the earth, love the air, love the water, love the fire, love the part of self that is of the ethers, Kuan Yin. So I found all of it to be rather wild confirmation. I'm always, the way my volume gets tuned up and the things that are happening to me now in this period of my life sometimes just blow me away. So yeah, but now seems to be a time of not only clearing out a lot of that energy. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to, fill it with things. But you are moving forward. It will help you move forward, clearing, organizing that Virgo energy, that release. So we're in a rebirth, a regeneration, and it's reverence is really big, primordial is really big. You've got a lot of things going on. We're getting closer to that asteroid. If you've listened, I can't figure it out. I've been stuck on asteroids. Now it's getting more into the magnetic resonance that this is bringing. And it will affect us. And if you're saying, no, it's going to miss us, listen to me. You have, and if I posted the video on YouTube, it's there, where I have spoke about psychics, mediums, intuitives, that I don't think they call them psychics anymore, but intuitives, mediums, empaths, all of a sudden, channelers, all of a sudden talking about astrology and where the planets are positioned at and how they affect us in our day-to-day and what it means. That is a remembrance coming back around. That is something that is coming back into our awareness that almost disappeared. Back in the day, when you had certain levels of consciousness, when it was introduced, you had people really getting into it, and then it started to disappear. It's a remembrance. It's coming back. There's a reason why it's coming back. So But I guess what you want to hold on to is it's part of the collective consciousness, and it's coming back. There is a huge remembrance, a huge online push that is coming. And I believe it's going to come strong with this asteroid. I actually had a quick glimpse of it in a dream. I had a quick glimpse of it. I personally, not because any altered state or energy or anything like that, I personally have been concerned about what is possibly behind it. I don't know if it's because I think it's pulling something or hiding something, or if it's something that's coming that I'm starting to pick up now because it's behind it. But I know that right now, if I have to use the word stressing, which I don't want to, it's not like a panic or a push button to scare people. It's just because I think it's going to there's going to be an elevation push of some sort, because of the magnetic force that will be experienced when it comes around. So at any rate, I know I've totally digressed, but compassion, forgiveness, go back to the beginning of the video. But it seems to be what it is that we've got: rebirth, regeneration, your intuition. It's cleaning out the old, getting ready for the new. And I think that new, things are going to ramp up September through the spring, 6 months. 6 months. I know everybody says the next 3 months are going to be chaotic because the things are burning down, the year of 9. I get you, but I'm still getting 6 months. So we'll see. You've got multiple timelines working. You've got people living in multiple timelines. There's so much going on right now. There's just a lot going on. We've got a lot of different levels of consciousness. I think the rituals, the body, the reverence is really important now. The cleaning out and clearing out of negative energy is really important now, of where you're going to be come next spring. So let's get in here and do this and elevate higher and elevate together. You've got that forgiveness and compassion energy to work with as well. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I know I digressed a couple times, but you can pretty much well put the pieces together and figure it out. So yeah, thank you so very much, and I will see you on the next video.